think that's what a lot of people actually sometimes don't like about me, is because they know that's my personality. And, you know, it's just true. Like, we live in a world, I don't care what anybody says, where people prefer mediocre versus greatness, because mediocre makes other people feel better about themselves. Mediocre is more relatable, whereas greatness is fucking frightening, because, you know, you're trying to, like, elevate, and a lot of people, you know, they don't want to always see that, because it doesn't make them feel good. You know, I'm the kind of person, like, if I see you elevate, it makes me want to elevate, because that's how my personality is. I want to be better with you. I'm not jealous of you. I want to grow with you. I want to be better with you. You give me passion to be better. But a lot of other people see greatness and it actually deters them, and they feel I could never be there, or I can never do that, so they don't like it. So they'd rather something more simplistic, because it's more relatable and, you know, truth. Like, I always tell people, I want people to be part of my dream with me more. Like, I want to involve more people in it, because I do think that it's not only inspiring, but I think it's like it's like such a like roller coaster to be part of it. And once you're part of it with me, it's like something I can't explain. It's like we're just like doing something in life that is different and like on the edge, and just completely, I don't know, it's like exhilarating to be part of it. And I want more people to understand it and be part of it with me, and like actually dive into it with me and see like who I really am and what I really do and what makes me me. You know what I mean? You know, like, who really is Frankie, and like, why do I want to be part of this dream with him, and what is this that he's creating and doing? And I want to bring more people into that world with me. Hey! So that's like why, like, I want to go live a little bit more, because I want to get more personal with people and bring more people into like what I'm doing and what goes on in my life and how they can connect with me more. It's hard too, because I try to spend a lot of time you know, really working on my craft and my music and my videos, and, you know, and giving people the version that I want them to see of me. So I try my best. It is really hard though. And of course, like everybody else, I'm a Sagittarius. Like everybody else, I have my awful days too, and so when I have my awful days, I really try not to like come on and always make people feel bad for me, because I feel like that's such a cop-out, and I just like, it's annoying to me. Of course, I think every once in a while it's important to share my downs with people so that they see that I'm human, and, you know, and make them feel like, okay, like I'm not alone, you know what I mean? Because I deal with a lot of like mental health and anxiety and stuff like that too, but I also feel like that's not what I want people to like remember me or know me by, you know? I feel like that's like half the world now. It's like, you know, I feel like more people know about Demi Lovato's story than they actually know about Demi Lovato as, like, her art and music. And for me, like, I think it's important and amazing that she shares that with people, don't get me wrong, and it's special, and, you know, and it's honest, and it's like, she's not ashamed by it, and she wants to help inspire other people and let them know what she's going through. But, like, for me, just for me personally in my life, because everyone is different, I prefer my story in my life, you know, I want people to really remember me about my talent and my gifts, and of course, like, my personality, and that I'm a good person and authentic, and I want to be honest with people, but I don't want that to be everything about me, you know? Like, I don't want it to be too personal. So at the end of the day, I want people to come and see me perform, and I do want them to slightly have the version that they've created in their head of me, because I think it's actually a little bit more fun. You know, it's like, I didn't know much about my favorite celebrities, so it was the vision of them that I had in my mind that was exciting to go see them and stuff. And I do feel like that's part of, the thrill of going to watch someone, or, you know what I mean? Like, there's a sense of, like, just mystery and stuff. I need to come back to the UK. I do. I'm really trying. I need to get on a tour. You know what I mean? I need to open up for somebody again, so that way I don't have to sell all the tickets. Because the problem is that if I go all the way to Europe, it's like, how many shows can I really sell? And the money just to fly out there, hotels, dancers, band. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it'll wind up costing me so much, and I have to be obviously smart in the business sense of, like, making it realistic for myself and what's going to really work and help me. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. That's sweet. Yeah, I was thinking about, like, there's a couple of radio stations I just got, like, a report back that started playing my new record. And so I was thinking about, like, having, like, my fans and people just, like, call the radio stations up and be like, play him, and play this record, like, so that they see the demand for it, and they're like, wait, this is crazy, like, we haven't had this in years. Because think about it, who calls a radio station anymore? Everybody listens to music on, like, Spotify and stuff. My Sour Patch Kids. I told you guys, everyone thinks, so last night I took a Sour Patch Kid to, like, sleep, It was infused with a little something. And I was on my Patreon Live, and, like, they thought it was, like, I was that crazy because I was on this, like, Sour Patch Kid. But it really wasn't. Like, everything that I said is what I would kind of normally say. I was just, like, a little bit, like, my eyes were heavy. But everything I said is what I would say at 2 a.m. Thank you, Barbara. That's sweet. Monique, I swear, ask anybody they know. I'm fucking crazy. Oh, thank you, Debbie. So I'm excited because I do have another single that I'm about to come out with, and originally I didn't think I'd be able to come out with another single for like months after because it's so expensive to put out every record, but we're going to try to put out this next single. Yes, Micah, exactly. People don't understand, like, that's really my personality. I'm going to do it at a way lower budget, which means it probably won't have as big of a push as my other record did, because my other record I had so much like money and investment behind, and I won't be able to do that again, like following it up. But so it'd be like on a smaller scale, but I just like really feel like people need to hear more of my music. I think like it's just, I can't keep putting out one song a year. I'm going to be like 50 and have out like 10 songs. Okay, like 20 from 30, but you know what I mean. I need to do like, I need to put out more music so when people go to my Spotify, when they go to listen to me and stuff, they're like, okay, like, you know what I mean? This is who he is, and like, I really can become a fan now, and I do want to go see him in concert because there's more of a, you know, array of music for them to listen to and, you know, play in the gym or play in their car, and, you know, and obviously when I put out songs, they're all a reflection of a different kind of part of me. Yes, Latoya, the next record is the one I put a little snippet of on my page, like on my Facebook page months ago. It's a super sexy record. It is very edgy for me, because I try to keep it a little bit more clean usually, just because I want to be like an international artist, and so I don't like to like become too explicit where I close out a group of people. But I also am getting, you know, older, and like, sex is normal, so it's normal to sing about it. And everyone's done it, obviously, like when I favorite artist is Janet Jackson. If you really listen to some of the words and some of her records, like, they're actually like really like dirty. It just like, you don't even realize it because you like the song so much. So, not that it's like filthy, but it's definitely a sexy record. But I think that a lot of people are going to love it. It's a crossover record for me because it's obviously, well, if you heard a little of the snippet, it's definitely an R&B record, which, is more out of the box for me because I usually do sing more pop music. So I'm excited for people to, hear this record. I really think it's going to be actually a bigger record than Hit That and more of a breakthrough record because I think it's more, just more, definitely more current and relevant, and it's just really sexy. It really is. Like, I know that you guys are going to be like, oh my fucking shit when you hear this. And again, there's no actually like explicit like words in it, meaning like, but the topic is sexy. It's a baby maker. Everybody needs a baby maker, don't they? But it's like I kind of tell you when I was younger and I used to sing Next Too Close. I had no idea when he says, baby, when we're grinding, I get so excited. I like it. Like I feel a little poke coming through. I had no idea when I was 10 years old what in the world that was even saying. I just loved the record. Even Janet's All For You record, like I used to like go in on that. I had no idea like what she was actually saying. I got a nice package, all right. I guess I'm gonna have to ride it tonight. Well, then I did it. I was also really like years behind, I think. Like, well, I guess compared to kids now, because when I was like 11, 12, like I didn't know what any of this stuff kind of meant. And these kids now, they're like fucking 10, like crazy. I'm like, how do I know about this? It's like nuts. Crazy. Of course I've heard the boy band BTS. Yes, that's how you present it, exactly. I love their record Dynamite. Cause I'm like, light me up like dynamite. Na 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 na, hey. So I'm hoping that the new record will come out. I'm hoping for like the end of June, maybe the first week of July. Seems realistic. I mean, it's done. The record's done and everything. I do have to shoot a music video for it, but like I said, I want to keep everything on a more realistic budget than I normally do because I have really bad spending habits. Because I just do. So, But what I think I'll do, too, is just so that the record really can come out on time, I'm going to post a clip on Patreon. I'll be posting clips on there, like, as it gets closer, like, exclusive clips on my Patreon, so, what I think I'm going to do, though, is make the music video come out a little bit after the single, because I think that it'll, like, re-spark the record. So, like, put the single out, and then maybe, like, 2 weeks later, music video. Hey, Frankie, how'd you find out about the Tavares? I grew up in the same neighborhood as them for Halloween. Like Tavares, like the disco group Tavares? dance in it. I love to dance. Everybody knows that. Oh, the disco group Tavares. I just know them because, well, I know a lot of music. Like, I study music like crazy, so I know a lot of just records from every generation and timers and yeah. Yes, you guys want to read a music video with me? That would be epic. Oh, the stomach needs to like just get down. Honestly, I was thinking about one point doing country because I feel like pop music is so fucking hard. But it's just really not who I am, you know, I can't sell something that I'm not. I really am, like, everything about me just screams pop music. The music, the dancing, the costumes, the songs, the lights. Like a walking billboard for, like, pop. Walking billboard for like what pop music was. Because it's so different now. I would love to do like a crossover record, like more of like a rock and roll kind of country, because I love that. Like I could see myself doing like a Tina Turner vibe, you know? Like a record, like a Proud Mary vibe. I would eat that. But not like country, you know. But like a country pop too, like a ballad country pop record. Like that, yeah, you know. Dan and Shay vibe, yeah. Like a Rascal Flatts kind of record. I could see, like I could do something like that, but that's probably as far as I would go with that. Hello, Tina. Too. I was going to do 2, but I'm going to go for 3 miles today. Because I really need to, like, put this body back into better shape. Moving On by the Rascal Flatts. I never heard of it. I'm going to listen to it. I know Kane Brown. So Kane Brown's wife, Caitlin, I actually was on tour with. She used to be a singer. We were both signed to the same manager. This would be about like 5 years ago, I guess, 5-6 years ago. We toured together for a whole, I think like about 3 or 4 months. We were really good friends. And I don't even know what happened. She lived in Florida, and then it was like a year later, and I'm like, all of a sudden I see her on TV. She's like married to this Kane Brown guy, and like, it's crazy. You know, they have a kid and stuff, so. I'm more like MJ vibes than country, guys. Yes, I love that record. I Don't Want to Fight by Tina. It's a good record. I don't care who's wrong or right. I never do squats because I dance so much, so I really don't like have to ever do like a leg workout. And because I'm not really that tall, I honestly try not to do too much legs because like the more like the bigger my legs get, the stockier and shorter I feel like I look. So what kind of workout do I dread? I mean, I guess like I like to do chest and arms. I hate back usually. Depends. Not like short, but you know. I just feel like right now it's nuts. The doctor said I'm like 5'6", but I should have been taller. I stunted my growth growing up from dancing so much and tumbling, like flipping. I stunted the heel plates in the back of my foot. So, yeah. Crazy. I've been killing myself over this career since I'm a damn kid. That was a nice little sweat, but not enough. You're 5'4". That's why to move together because I'm not an axe murderer. Alright, well y'all, now I am going to do a little cool down and then some weights. Not a crazy amount of weights though because I'm shooting a video tomorrow and I like to be like super sore before I dance too much. Just shooting some content for my pages. Just felt like I needed to like, you know, have some new fresh things. And that's really it. So, keep in touch, y'all. I'll probably do another live, maybe the beginning of next week. I'll do a live on my Patreon page again. Like a late night live. Those are always better. It's more fun. And it's just like, too, it's like easier because it's more private because there's less people on there, so. Hey, Jay. So I'll probably do one of those next week, and, I'm also doing, Zooms again. Haven't done them in a minute, so I'm doing basically, because they always sell out so fast and people get upset that they can't get into them. Instead of like it going through my website, I'm going to do it on my Facebook group, where basically you're going to raffle into the Zooms, and then I'm going to spin a wheel, and then whoever gets them, because I feel like it's more fair that way. And I would do more Zooms. It's just I don't like to make someone pay to speak to me if have already spoke to like 20 people and I start to not be, you know what I mean, completely present with the person. And I always try to, always remember that everybody's money and time is precious, and I want to give them my best version of myself. That's why sometimes if I'm having a bad week or I'm just not feeling positive or anything, I'll shut my Cameo down for a couple of days, because I don't want people to pay for a product of me that they don't feel like, was worth the money. And so, yeah. So, Zooms on my Facebook group, and then, all my other fun stuff on Patreon. And honestly, what I'm liking about my Patreon 2 page is, as well, is being able to be more personal on there as far as my everyday things and what I do, and just people getting to see a little bit more of who I really am and stuff. I feel like it's a good way to connect with people. So that's that. Concert, I'm hoping in July. My biggest thing right now is just figuring out what kind of venue to do that's going to be realistic. I don't want to get too big of a place where I, don't sell out, because I know a lot of people are always I want to come see you, and then all of a sudden when you post a date and where it is, people are I wish I could have came, but I can't. I wish I could have came, but I can't. And then it's I should have gotten a different venue and stuff, so it's always hard to gauge, because you never know. I always underestimate, because it makes me feel better, honestly. So if I underestimate ticket sales or underestimate how many people are going to come, then if I sell out or I have to sell over, it actually makes me happy, because I'd rather that versus have that stress leading up to it, where you're stressed about selling tickets and making sure that everything's covered, and of course, and not even just that, it's just the amount of time I take to put into my concerts. I literally put on a concert as if you were coming to see me at Madison Square Garden. I spend a fortune, and it takes me a good month to put my show together, because I try to create at least 1 or 2 brand new sets, and I put a whole live band behind all of my records, which, is it's just a huge undertaking, and it's so much investment, because I want people to really experience that live feeling. And then obviously my costumes, and then rehearsing with dancers, and I do everything myself. So I put my whole show together, and I arrange it, and I arrange all my vocals, and then my staging, and the dancers and their costumes, and the lighting, and the tech people, and then getting someone into video it, so it can be virtual as well as live, so that if people can't come, they can watch it virtually. And so there's so much that goes into it. And I know a lot of people always tell me you don't need to do it like that, and you could do it more low key, and we don't care, and just jump on stage. But it's just not my vibe, honestly. I feel like when people come to see me, I want them to see me, the way that I want them to see me. And even if I went simple, honestly, it just got I still the time just to arrange all my vocals and all the records and the medleys, and even if I cut out dancers and stuff, it still would take me so much to put on. So. My simple is not simple, no, never. Hey, Bernadette, yes, I would love for you to come see me perform. Hey, Sean. Sean, I need more haters. Not to make you more popular. I think if people know like I'm pretty genuine because I hate to like this industry. It's like such a fucking, it's such a game, you know, and people love like with just like just everything, you know. Even people like even like dancers, you know what I mean? Like that have danced for me, that I've paid them to dance for me, you know. Like it's always shocking to me, like to like put out a music video and stuff, and like they don't even repost it, you know. I'm always like, it's fascinating to me. Like just this like whole industry and like business that we're in. But then you'll be the first to post it, you know, when my shit like blows the fuck up, and then you're like, oh, like and like that to me is just like the kind of person I don't like to be. You know, at the end of the day, we all came out of the same fucking thing, right? It's just like a completely like the world that we live in now, like with social media and stuff, and like people are so like picky about like, you know, what they post on their content, and you know, which I understand because I don't just post anything either, you know, but I always find it funny too, like even people that I'm like not like friends with, but you know, acquaintances with, right? Like on social media, it's like fascinating to me. Like they'll repost a duet with a person that's on their For You page that they have no idea, right? They have no idea who this person is, but the person has maybe like millions of views or whatever, like on this one like, you know, video they had, and they'll like, you know, point and be like, oh, like, you know, and like you know me, right? And you know my story, and you like say that, oh, I love Frankie, I support him, but you wouldn't do it like when my song came out or when I posted my video, and be like, yo, like this is Frankie, check out his stuff, like, you know what I mean, like learn, you know what I mean, or like, you know, just say the truth of what, you know, like I'm not saying make up something, but it's just funny to me because that is how the world works, you know what I mean? And people don't think, because I don't like make a big deal about it, and I don't call people out on their shit because I really could care less, but people don't think that I see it, but I see everything, and I remember everything. And I play the game, my cards, just like everybody else, trust me. Meaning, when the time comes and that same person's like, oh my god, like you're doing a show, like, you know, they want free tickets. I don't think so. Especially because people know how important it is, you know what I mean? Like people know when you're an unsigned artist, like how important it is to like have your records go viral and have more people hear it, and like they know that, you know, and they're always like, I want to see you win, like, but you really don't though, because if you wanted to see me win, you would share and repost, you know, you would spread the word, you would, you know, tell your people, you know what I mean, to like, you would do that, but you really don't want to see me win. Because at the end of the day, you don't want your people to even know who the fuck I am, because you're insecure and you think that if they know what I'm doing or what I have, it's like, you know, like you're nervous that like they're going to leave you. Or, you know what I mean? That's really what it is. And they're not. Because that's not, people don't really care that much. You know? Like, there's enough room for everybody, trust me. You know, and that's why at the end of the day, when people ask, like, I don't like to, like, play, like, I focus on my real supporters and my true, you know what I mean? My true fans and stuff. Even someone, I was cracking up, someone messaged me on Instagram, right? She's like, I love what you do, so I'm doing this event, and I really would like appreciate if you would share it and stuff, and blah, blah, blah. You've never commented on my post. I actually looked. You don't even follow me. You don't even follow me on my page. And you want me to go and share something, and you say that you're a fan? You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. Like, that's what's so crazy to me. And you're like, it's mind fucking. It's like, I just like can't get over it sometimes. beautiful girl. And so, like, that's why I really do focus on, like, my genuine supporters, and to me, that's what I like to continue to build. And everyone knows that. Like, everybody who knows me knows that. That is all I care about. I will go through, like, and it excites me when I see a new person comment and they're like, oh my God, like I joined your Facebook group and I joined your Patreon and I'm a fan now. Like, that excites me. That excites me more than like somebody reposting me that maybe has, you know, a big following, because that doesn't guarantee me to actually bring in genuine people to stay with me and to be part of my dream. That doesn't, like that's how I look at everything that I do. And, you know, I always tell people I care more about how many comments I have than how many views I have. Because if you get millions of views, you know, or like I know people that have like 17,000 like likes on a photo, right? But you have 20 comments. I don't like that. I want real engagement with people. I want to see the numbers. I want to see the comments. I want to see the people. I want to see who's on there. I want to connect with you. I want to like it. I want you to see that I'm looking. I want, you know what I mean? Like, that is what's like I love more than anything. I like real, genuine engagement. It's like I could go up and brag all day too. Like, yeah, like, oh my God, like my record just hit 500, you know, 1,000 streams on Spotify. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? And are 500,000 people coming to see me? No. Like, you know what I mean? So does it really matter at the end of the day? Sorry, I'm losing connection. So, you know. That's me. Anyways, guys, I'm getting so many texts right now because I have like a couple of people. Trying to shoot this video and I'm having like some issues with like making it happen. So let me get back to this. But I love you guys a lot. Have an amazing day. That's it. We are a couple. All right, love you guys. Bye.